Great morning. Let's see what we have today. And the card that was picked today is Desert Passage. Desert Passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Okay. So again, we talk about sometimes we are going through the dark night of the soul. And if you are an empath, okay, and you're feeling everything that's going around you, it can be very overwhelming for a time. And like I've said in my own journey, it was so difficult that I had to go moment by moment, hour by hour, second by second, breath by breath sometimes to get through it. But, having the faith and the trust that there is a divine plan. Okay, and while we'll feel we're out in the desert and we're crossing it and we're alone and it's difficult, this too will pass. That I can tell you, it's going to pass. Now, it may seem like you're there forever, okay? And, these years just seem to tick by so slowly, sometimes. But there is a plan, okay? There is a plan. And if we ask for that help and that aid, it's there, even though sometimes we may not be feeling it, we may not be so conscious, aware of it, but know that it is there. We do have our angels there, we do have the guides, we do have former relatives on the other side that want to aid you, want to send help and, continued guidance. Just be open to that. Be open to it and know that even though we have desert times, know that there is a divine plan. Things are unfolding. Yes, we're going through real difficulty now with humanity, with this big shift that's happening, this divisionary thing that's taking place now, but we are going to get through it. If you are of the light and you are following the path of God and aiding others and being in that connection, know that, yes, we are transitioning through this difficult time and the dark is going to want to assail, but know that the dark only has the power that you allow it to have, okay? Don't open yourself to it, okay? Just say, okay, whatever you're doing and whatever darkness is there, and you're out for ego self, you're out there on this, me first and me, and I'm going to fight anything that comes near me, that threatens me in any way, anything that I hear that I don't like, I'm going to fight against, I'm going to, go after them, okay, just know that this is their problem. This is their mental, whatever it is that's going on with them, and they have to figure their way out of it. But you don't have to take it on, Again, people come up and get triggered by something you may be saying or something you may be doing. It's not out to harm anyone, but if someone gets triggered, they get triggered, and there's not a lot you can do about it. And it doesn't matter how much you say, look, I'm not out to attack anything. I'm not out to do that. And if that's what they're going to see in their mind, and they're going to play that tape, again, there's not a lot you can do about it. Okay? Just recognize that this is their stuff. Whatever they're trying to work through, they've got to work through. Just like you when you're a child and maybe you come from a very dysfunctional family, and they want to put some nonsense on you, you don't have to take it on. See it as this is their drama, something they haven't worked through that they are projecting, wanting to project or deflect onto you. And again, something to look at and see where it's coming from, okay? So if you're having some kind of a knee-jerk reaction to something, stop and look at where is this actually coming from, okay? So it's a part of the path that we go through, being in the desert passage, that we have to trust there's a divine plan, and these things come up for our benefit. These things are coming up for our growth, for our benefit. Now, whether we see it as benefit and a chance for growth, or we just see it as a major irritant that we want to fight against, that's up to where your perception is, where your consciousness is, what you're willing to let in versus not. Again, all of this is about the spiritual journey and why people came to this planet. Came to this planet to work things out, to work, on specific things. Okay? So take the initiative and take the time to sit with things and look at it deeper and find out what is going on, rather than having some immediate knee-jerk reaction that want to go into fight or flight immediately and drama, rather than stopping, taking a breath, relaxing, looking at things, questioning it deeper, and getting beyond whatever it is that is tripping one's trigger for a time and causing one to go ballistic. Again, all of these things that come up are chances and opportunities to go through a door into greater understanding, greater clarity, greater peace. Either that, or we can let it sit there and just, you can fight against it, you can rail against it, you can, but that's not going to move you forward. That's not going to aid you in your journey. Okay? So look at whatever comes up, and if it's something that's really triggering, okay, whether it's from an old family situation or somebody you work with or somebody you just come across and for some reason you just don't like their energy, don't like their looks, it's something that's triggering something in you, okay? You may not know them from Adam, but maybe they have some energy that reminds you of something that just, kicks back some old memory or some old pattern that comes up. And again, it's a chance for you to look at this pattern and question it deeply, see it for what it is, so that you can break through, cut the knots, and be rid of it and go forward in your own life. So much love and light. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, give a thumbs up. And if you want to rail against it, whatever, give your thumbs down. But ask, why is it irritating you so much that you've got to run over and give it a thumbs down? What is it within yourself that this is triggering that you want to immediately have a reactionary drama about it? Okay, so much love and light. See you online.